Hey friends, welcome to today's video. I have such an exciting video today. I am so excited. I have been counting down the days to sit down and film this video for you guys. We are celebrating 2 years since launching the BK Beauty Angie Hot Flashy collaboration. We launched Angie's 7 brushes that she designed herself, and it has been an amazing 2 years. The feedback, the support, the reviews, everything we've heard from you over this collection and this launch has just been overwhelmingly supportive and so much love. To celebrate our anniversary with Angie, we are having our anniversary sale on her collection exclusively. So you can save 20% off of any of Angie's original launch. And I'm saying original because we're gonna get to something new that's launching. But you can get 20% off her original 7-piece brushes off of the full set or off of individual brushes. And the sale starts today and it runs through Monday. So 20% off in celebration of Angie's anniversary with us. We also have been working on a new launch with Angie, and we thought that the timing to launch it was actually lining up to be perfect with her anniversary. So we thought, you know what, let's celebrate 2 years, let's bring this product to market, and we are so excited to share the BK Beauty Angie Hot Flashy travel set. So this has been a product that has been requested over and over and over again from you guys for the last 2 years. So many of you have asked for an Angie travel set. It's similar to our BK Beauty travel set. You're gonna get 5 brushes and you're really gonna have every brush you need in here for a full application. And I'm actually gonna show you in today's video, I'm gonna do my makeup using this travel set. Now you might be wondering, well, there's not a foundation brush in Angie's collection. So we've got a surprise for you in the travel set. I'm so excited. Okay, let's talk about the brush set. So it's going to come in this beautiful unit carton. I'm excited about this. I know to you guys it's just a unit carton or like a cardboard box, but we are migrating our brush bundles and sets over to unit cartons. And so we have this beautiful, beautiful set with Angie on it. So your travel set will come in this box. Inside of it, this is what the travel set looks like. So it's the pretty silver that coordinates well with her brushes. You have the Angie Hot Flashy emboss stamp here at the bottom. You have the BK Beauty little logo on the zipper. It will stand on your vanity or your hotel, counter. It was designed to be the perfect size to fit the 5 brushes that include in here, but there's additional room for other brushes, and it's tall enough to fit larger brushes. So just like our travel set, you're gonna get 5 of her brushes in shorter handles. The brush heads are very similar in size, the same size, so you're not compromising application or brush. You are just getting a slightly shorter handle. Let's run through these brushes, and I feel like normally people save like the big surprise for the end, but I kind of want to reveal it to you now. So keep in mind these brushes have been used, I just did my makeup with them, so they're a little dirty. But when we were planning out this set, we wanted to, again, have brushes that you could accomplish a complete look with. So that was a really good guidance for us of which of the 7, which 5 to select from. But what we ran into is that we didn't have a foundation brush. So we took Angie's favorite foundation brush, y'all's favorite foundation brush. It is one of our best seller brushes, the BK Beauty 101, and we put it in Angie's aesthetic, her colors. So you get an Angie Hot Flashy BK Beauty 101 in this travel set. I also want to call out that you can fold down the set and it'll stand on your vanity. It's got nice support, so it'll actually stand upright. And there are little slots in here that you can secure your brushes with if you choose so. And you can put, maybe a product or 2 or so into this, or you can put your pencils, your lip liners, your eyeliners, whatever. You can fit many of those in here. So there's room for more than just the 5 brushes. Okay, so you have your 101 foundation brush in this set, and I did my makeup with this brush today. I feel like the 101 needs no introduction. Then we have the A507. This is the blush brush, and I actually use this today for my setting powder, my bronzer, and my blush. So you can certainly get a lot more uses out of it than just blush. So the A507 comes in here as well. I'm gonna slide this into the little pocket here. Next, you have your A506 concealer brush. This is bestseller for BK Beauty as well. This and the 101 are our 2 best-selling SKUs, and then the 109 is right there too. This is a concealer brush, and this has gone viral on social media many times. This has kind of been coined as the kitten paw brush, and I'm gonna go into each of these brushes in the video, so I won't spend too much time on this, but you get your concealer brush, in the travel set. Then you get the A502. This is a crease blending brush, and we chose this one out of the 3 that are in Angie's set because it's the kind of middle in size. So it's really great for placement and precision, but it also has still a fluffy tip, so it's still gonna blend out really nicely. So you're still gonna get a pretty blend, but have control. So this is what the blending brush that you get in the set. And then last you get the A501. This is your shadow shader brush. So this is what you can use to pack on shadow on the lid. I also like to use this brush if I am looking for just like a one and done brush. This is really great because it's very dense and flat to pack on, like I just mentioned, but the tip is still fluffy and kind of wide and thick. So if you have light pressure, you can still get a soft, pretty blend with this. So if you're someone that just likes to wear one shadow, maybe 2, but you don't do detailed, complicated looks with lots of shadows, this can be a great one for you. So this one comes in here well. So you have everything you need to create a full entire look like I did today. And then you have even room to fit your other Angie brushes if you choose. I'm gonna put these others in here just so you can see. We'll put them all in here. Plenty of room still to zip up, or zip down, I should say. Just be careful not to get the brush hairs. Make sure you push it back, and you can fit your other brushes in here. We wanted the travel set to be small enough for travel and compact, but also really get the most out of it. So this is launching today as well. So this retails for $130, and this is not part of the Angie anniversary sale. So the original 7-piece brushes are part of the sale and 20% off, but this is excluded from the sale since it's a brand new launch. We were so lucky that the timing lined up so that we could launch this in time for anniversary sale. It literally is lining up like within a few days of receiving and getting prepped and ready to include this in her launch. That said, you can go ahead and get online and place an order for this today. We are promising that orders for the travel set will ship out in the next couple of days. The lineup of timing and receiving and getting things prepped and ready, this might ship out a couple days after your additional products ship out. So if you get online, you order other BK Beauty brushes and the travel set, they might arrive in 2 shipments. We're hoping that we can ship it all together, but it's a possibility that your original brushes will ship out first, and then this will ship out within the next couple of days. So we're so excited about this travel set. Angie has a reveal video on her YouTube channel where she's sharing more details about the development of this brush and all the brushes. So be sure and check that out. I will link her video down in my description box. Thank you guys for your support and love over the last 4 years, but particularly since we're talking about Angie Hot and Flashy's anniversary over this. You know, when we launched with Angie, it was such an honor, and I was honestly like so surprised when I reached out to Angie and asked her if she'd be interested in collaborating with us, because Angie really doesn't attach her name to much or work with a lot of brands. So it was such an honor that she chose to partner with us, and it has been just an incredible 2 years. She has been amazing. You guys have been amazing. So thank you guys. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started in today's look, and I'm gonna link everything, and I'll have all the details that I just shared with you in the description box. Let's get started. I'm gonna use BK Beauties. No, I don't, this is not BK Beauties. This is MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix Fluid. I'm gonna use this as my foundation, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this. This is definitely more on the full coverage side of foundations. And I'm gonna go in with the 101 from the Angie Hot and Flashy set. And I'm just gonna pick up a little bit on the tip of the brush, again, because it's full coverage, so I want a little bit to go a long way. So I first started by spreading it onto the skin, and then I'll go in and just kind of blend. Do you see how quick that blended out? I mean, that was, I think, literally 3 seconds. Amazing. I mean, we're done. Like, what? Okay, I'm gonna go back in and do the other side. I really enjoy blending out foundation, so what I find is that I usually take my time and do more than is needed. But one of my old MAC coworkers said to me, and it always sticks with me, when in doubt, blend it out. And as I get older, I definitely like to keep my products very blended out and sheer. You know, lots of little layers is my motto. I wear a lot of makeup, but I want that makeup to be thin little layers. I don't want thick layers of product. So I take my time with my foundation. Okay, well that was real time, and that took no time. I love this foundation. This is just such a great, good old classic, holy grail, long wearing, full coverage foundation. Okay, next we're gonna go in with the new Makeup by Mario concealer, and I have the shade 220. I've really been enjoying this concealer, as I've been talking about here on my channel. Great coverage, and it spreads really nice underneath the eye. I would recommend this for mature eyes. It is for full coverage though, so if you don't like a full coverage concealer, you like something a little more natural, then I might actually go with the Tower 28 concealer, but I find both of them to be beautiful new concealer launches. And I'm just using the A506, and as you can see, I'm just kind of patting this underneath the eye. I'm taking whatever is left, and I'm just gonna run it onto my lid, kind of brighten the eyelid. Look at that. insane, so fast. Press this right underneath the eye, blend out. I even think I used more than I needed, so I'm gonna run all that excess here onto the eyelid. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I am gonna set everything, and I'm gonna use the angled blush brush as my powder brush. Now, one thing I really wanna stress is really challenge yourself to find multiple uses for your brushes. I think people really love to have like rules, you know, with makeup, and I can use this brush for this. What do I use this brush for? We get a lot of requests sometimes to put the use of the brush on the handle, and I totally understand that. I think that makes it, you know, easy, but I also feel like that kind of really limits you on the ways you can use your brushes. And we have a large assortment of brushes here at BK Beauty, but I never want anyone to feel like they need every single one. You know, I love brushes and I love creating brushes for different purposes and different shapes and for different, you know, preferences, but I also want you to get the most out of what you buy from us and not feel like you have to have like, you know, one brush for each application. So I'm gonna use this for powder. That was a really long-winded way of saying I'm gonna use this for my powder and my bronzer and my blush today. So I'm just using the one size loose powder. This is the translucent, and I'm just gonna go right into the cap with this brush. I am gonna tap off the excess because you get a lot of extra product, and I don't, powder, again, going back to those little bitty layers, powder is that one product that I really like to be light with because I don't want it to make me look super dry. When our skin is really dry, it can really magnify texture, because think about it, when you put moisturizer on, it really plumps up the skin, so it plumps up fine lines and texture. When you're really dry, it's just so dehydrated and you kind of see every little wrinkle and every little fine line. Lovely. Okay, next we're gonna go in and create some shape, and I'm gonna go into a cream product now. I'm using the Danessa Myricks Cream Bronzer, and this is the shade Light 2. And since I have powder on this, I am gonna just run this on a little towel I have here. I'm not gonna go in and clean it. I'm just gonna kind of remove any excess powder that we have right off of here. And I'm gonna go right into the palette. You can use this with cream, obviously, and also powder. And I'm just gonna press it into the brush, and we're gonna go in. And what I love about the shape of this contoured blush brush is it's really perfect for getting right here on the contours of your face. So it's actually really it's a great bronzer brush. I don't use it enough for bronzer. You can just kind of press and stamp it onto the skin. This brush really picks up cream products well, but deposits them very light and natural. There are so many fibers in here. It's kind of a dense brush, but there's also a lot of softness and movement to it. So the density of it is gonna help pick up product, but that softness is gonna help blend it out and apply that product. That's kind of what you want. When you get brushes that are really dense, they're gonna pick up a lot of product, but if they don't have any movement to them, it's gonna be very difficult to blend out. Whew, I just love makeup. Makeup is so fun, isn't it? I'm just gonna go on the side of my nose and just do a really soft contour. So pretty. I'm obsessed with this foundation. I love this foundation. Okay, next we're gonna go in and play with the powder blush. I just ordered this from MAC Cosmetics. This is the shade So Natural. It's the Glow Play blush. Actually, if I remember correctly, these are not a powder formula. These are like a creamy powder formula. Is that right? Am I right? Yes, they're like a creamy powder. So I'm just gonna kind of blend my brush off into a paper towel, and we're just gonna go straight in here. This is more of a sheer formula, so I'm really gonna work my brush into the product. And this is a great test because I want you guys to see how this brush applies with a lighter, sheerer product. I'm gonna smile and kind of place it right on my cheek, blend back and up. This is a nice color. It's very, very soft. It's like a peachy, rosy shade. And since this product is so soft, I'm gonna try not to overblend. So I'm just gonna press, and then I'm gonna step and walk away. Because if I keep going like I'm inclined to do, I will blend it all away. Oh, I love this color, so pretty. Gorgeous, so pretty. I've got Mila in here. Mila, where you at, my love? I brought Mila with me to the studio today. Okay, next we're gonna go into eyes, and let's see, we're gonna start by prepping the eyes. I'm using the Trish McAvoy eye primer. We're gonna apply a nice little layer of this on the eyes, and I am going to just use my finger to blend this out. Perfect, okay. So next we're gonna go into eyes. I'm gonna be working with the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I have been enjoying this palette and really seeing all the different looks that I can create. So I'm gonna go first in with the A502 crease brush. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually start with this shade right here, Mesh, and we're gonna just work this into the crease. This brush really gives you a lot of control, so it's really nice, especially for smaller eyes or hooded eyes, because it's not overwhelming in size. You have a lot of precision and you still have a nice pretty blend. Next we're gonna go in and deepen it, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, Vague. It's more of a kind of mid-tone, warm, pinky shade. We're just gonna work that into the crease. This is gonna warm it up, but it's also gonna deepen it a little bit. Then I'm gonna take the A501. I'm just gonna use the tip of it. I don't have any product on this. I'm just gonna use the tip to kind of soften that blend a little bit. Because it's wider, I can put it on its side and just softly go over that crease, and it's just gonna kind of diffuse that color a bit. Okay, next we're gonna go in, and I'm gonna use the shade Whisper, which is this really pretty kind of light, what would I call this? I would call this like a light taupey lilac shade. And we're just gonna pack that right onto the lid. So I'm using the side of the brush to pick up the product and then also just place it. Basically, I'm kind of using this like at my fingertip. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, Silhouette, which is a really dark matte kind of like eggplanty brown. It's brown, but it's got a lot of like dark, kind of almost like a plum tint to it. And I'm just gonna put that right in the inner corner. I'm still working with the A502 here. This brush is really good with darker shades too, because again, there is a lot of control, so you're not gonna make a big mess where that product goes. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my brush, I'm just gonna run it on a paper towel to get any of that excess shadow off, because I want to kind of blend this out a little further in the crease, but I don't want to apply a lot of darkness in the middle of the crease. I want to keep that darkness right on the outer corner. Lovely. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, and I actually should have done this first, I'm gonna go and highlight my brow, and I'm gonna use this brush. Now I say I should have done this first because now I have dark shadow in this brush, and I obviously don't want dark shadow right in my brow. So I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of run it over this little makeup remover mitt from Jane Iredale, and I'm just gonna kind of just dry clean it. And I'm not really seeing any product get deposited onto it, so I think we're good. And I'm gonna go in right here with the shade Fair, which is just a nice like light fair matte shade. I'm just gonna pop this right underneath the brow. This is gonna give a very natural soft highlight. There's no shimmer to this, but because it's a lighter shade than my skin tone and then the shadow right below it, it's gonna highlight and lift the brow. Next, we're gonna go in and line the eyes, and I'm gonna use the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in the shade Smog. And I'm just going to do a little liner right on the outer half of the lid. And I am gonna go underneath and line the lower lash line. I'm gonna do a little bit of a thick line and a short line. I'm really kind of just lining almost a little less than halfway of my lash line, because I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna smudge and smoke this out. So I'm gonna go in with one of Angie's full length original brushes. This is the tiniest crease brush that we have. It's a really great detail brush. This is the A504. And I'm gonna go in and grab that shade Vague that we used in the crease, and we're just gonna kind of run this over that liner. This brush is very tiny, so this is really great for detail work in the crease, but it's also great for like lower lash line, smoking the lower lash line out. It's really good for like highlighting the inner corner of the eye as well. You can even use this underneath the brow because the size is perfect for that. It's just a very great detail brush, and it's got some density to it, but it also again has a dome fluffy tip, so it's gonna blend out perfect. Okay. Lovely. Okay, now we're just gonna go and just kind of fine tune everything. So I'm taking that first crease brush and we're just gonna kind of elongate the shadow out a little bit. Perfect. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna curl my lashes, and I'm excited because I'm gonna try a mascara that everyone is talking about from Jones Road Beauty. This is not a new mascara, but I reviewed a bunch of Jones Road products a while back, and I didn't really find any products that I really loved. There were some products that I didn't really care for, but everyone told me I needed to try the mascara. I remember in that video, everyone was like, you need to try the mascara is so good. And I just didn't. I think it's because I ordered so many products from them, and I didn't really love much, so I was like, oh, you know. But then recently I've seen a really good friend of mine who's a makeup artist talk about this, and then I saw another creator talk about this mascara, and I was like, I've got to try this. So I'm not gonna put any primer on. We're just gonna try this on bare lashes. So it has a nice curved brush. Let me show you what the brush looks like. And the brush is really full, and I'm gonna actually load it up with product. We're gonna load it up. We're gonna do one eye without primer, and I'm gonna do the other eye with primer, because normally I always wear primer, so I wanna see how it's gonna look on me, but I also wanna test it by itself. Okay, very pretty. So it's keeping the lashes kind of fanned out, which is nice, and it has kind of a I don't wanna say natural look, because I'm definitely getting length and volume, but a very soft look. Ooh, that's pretty. No matter how much I layer, it's not clumping at all. Okay, that's really nice. Let's go ahead and do a little primer on the other side. I wanna see how this looks with primer. Perfect. Okay, let's go in. This is my good lash side. Do you guys have a good lash side? Just a side, like an eye that has fuller, richer lashes. It's my left side for sure. Ooh, I like this. Very pretty. It's also separating. I have to say, I think mascaras are such a personal preference because I will see people use certain mascaras and the results just look like mind-blowing. And then my results are always a little different. That being said, this is beautiful though. It's a very beautiful mascara. I don't think I'm getting quite the dramatic results that my friend got, but I think it's very stunning and very pretty. I tend to like a very thick, full lash, almost a little bit heavier. It's weird. It's like I want this heavy, dramatic lash, but I also want it to look soft and separated and wispy. Maybe it's like I want the unicorn, you know? But this is really lovely. This is a very beautiful mascara. I can see why people love this mascara. So I'm gonna go back on the right side and kind of build it up a little more. Yeah, it's very, very pretty, very nice. That's lovely, isn't that pretty? Okay, we're gonna go do a little coat on the bottom. Perfect. Okay, love, love, love. Just add a little more. Okay, so there's the finished look with eyes. The mascara is really pretty. It's very lovely. So I want to give a shout out to Julia Roseman Beauty. She's the creator that I saw share this, and then also my friend Sonia, who's also a creator. I'm gonna tag them both below in my description box. Go give them a follow, tell them hello. You will love them both. Sonia and I actually used to work together at MAC like 20 years ago. Okay, next we're gonna finish up with lips. I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium 2. I think this might be my favorite lip liner shade. And I'm gonna do a nice little slight overline of the lips. I have a little bit of lip balm on right now. I have the Kira Weiss. These are so lovely, by the way, but it's this bright color, but it's very sheer on the lips. So anyway, I have this on my lips right now. So I'm telling you that because when you put liner over like a lip balm, it's gonna be a little more sheer than going on dry lips. Okay. I'm actually gonna go in with this lip gloss from Pat McGrath. I love this formula of lip gloss. Super glossy, a good, I would say medium to full amount of pigment color. So it's a great kind of one and done lip product if you don't want to wear a lipstick underneath your gloss or you just want one product that's going to give you color and shine. This is a good formula. Ah, and it feels good. I don't know what it is about applying certain lip glosses, but they just feel so good. I love when a lip gloss has a somewhat flexible applicator. It just feels even more divine when you apply it. Oh, this color's pretty. Ooh. I think I just found my new favorite lip gloss. So this is the finished look. I'm gonna have all the details for the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy anniversary sale and the new travel set down below. I hope this video was helpful in showing you how to use these brushes and the different ways that you can use them and just the performance of these brushes. I'm so proud of this set. Angie did a phenomenal job designing the pouch and just selecting the whole aesthetic of the pouch, and then putting our 101 in this pouch really makes it super special. Super excited about this launch. Again, everything will be listed in the description box, but if you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all your support. I love you guys and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.